Cabin crew, 5 minutes to landing, please. 5 minutes to landing.
Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome to the live stream, the third Tuesday live stream in March. So that's 18th of March. Hope you're all doing very well. Hope all of you who celebrated yesterday have recovered suitably, not too bad. And all of you who took part in the 48-hour event over the weekend have recovered. Have you recovered, Mikey, yet? No. Mikey was up till the wee small hours chatting with his mates, weren't you, Mikey?
There may have been some alcohol involved as well, yes.
Absolutely. And quite right too.
Yeah.
Amazing event, the whole thing, whole 48 and 48 was just phenomenal. £10,500 raised from Models for Heroes is just an incredible amount of money for 48 hours. Huge thank yous, obviously, on behalf of M4H for everyone who took part and everyone who donated and bids and just supported the whole event in whatever way you did. Thanks a lot. I'm very proud of my build of my Sherman tank in 48 hours. I'm pretty pleased with that.
Looks good.
Not used to doing diorama stuff, but I did. Had a go at it. So it was 43 hours that took. Well, I finished it 43 hours after I didn't actually work on it for 43 hours. So, yeah, as a lot of you have already mentioned, the passing of John Hemingway, Paddy Hemingway, so sad. The last of the few, he was known as. The last pilot known to have flown for the RAF during the Battle of Britain has passed away. Group captain when he left, quite rightly so. DFC, and I noticed he had a picture of him today. He had mentioned in dispatches on his 1939-45 medal as well. So plenty of brave men. Reading the history about 85 Squadron, they actually were in France for the early part of the war as well, which was quite a terrible place to be in the early hurricanes. Simon John, who you may know him more better as Matchbox Challenge Simon, who fortunately he can join us for the whole evening. Unfortunately, it's due to being injured in an accident the other day. But he made a good point, which was to suggest to Airfix that they release a kit of the Hurricane with 85 Squadron markings. Indeed, if they can track it down, Paddy Hemingway's aircraft would be a suitable release to have next year, because you know it's a whole period of our country's history that has now gone in terms of the living voice. If any of you have ever watched the remarkable series World at War, produced in the 70s, I think it was, the amazing thing about it and the brilliance of the show was partly its historical analysis, which has been overtaken by more voices in the intervening time, and more archives have been released. But what was chillingly good about it was that they interviewed people who were there at the time, because of course in 1970 an awful lot of them were still alive, and that was the power of the people who witnessed these events with their own eyes. And sadly we now have no pilots, no people alive who flew during the Battle of Britain, and that's very, very sad. So John Hemingway, cheers.
I haven't cracked mine yet.
Good on you, man. Good on you, Paddy. Yep. Well, we've got 2 hours to join in with the Porter.
Hatherwood Porter.
That's a man's drink. Have you got a pewter porter pot?
I don't.
I remember Bernard Cribbins singing about that on the television once. All I want is a lovely pint of pewter served in a proper pewter porter pot.
I was 30 when I got my first pint.
It was on a program called The Good Old Days, which no doubt you don't know anything about.
Sounds
but
nice.
There we go. Anyway, so we have got Nick's Conundrum to play with today. Now, Nick, if you watch Monday Matters, you'll know this. Nick reckons that this is either really, really, really hard or really, really, really easy if you know what the kit is. And I thought, well, yeah, it would be easy if you know what the kit is because you know what the kit is. So you wouldn't have to guess very much, would you? But I think he means the clues make a lot more sense if you know what the kit is. He also signed himself off as Devious Git, his own words. So we'll find out later. I've had a look at the clues and I have no idea. I've looked at them a few times and I have no idea. But I have faith, my friends. I have faith in you all. Your Googling, your scale mating, and your general knowledge of the industry. I'm sure we'll get there. Nick is 2 points down at the moment, so he's obviously after revenge. And remember, if no one gets it, Nick will donate something to Models for Heroes anyway. So everyone's a winner in this. But what you have to do, if you want your own mystery box, is to guess the subject in the box, who makes it, and what the scale is. You're the first one to guess all of those three. You'll get your own mystery box from Nick, and they are well worth it, let me tell you. How are we doing with chatter?
Busy.
Busy. Excellent.
So we'll quickly flick through.
Graham, absolutely right, my friend.
That's Morgan. He sat with the watching Formula One on telly whilst watching this on his phone.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good for you, Mark. Joe, yes, absolutely. A well-loved sentiment. I don't remember.
I typed that.
I was going to say, I don't remember writing that. Hi, Matthew. How you doing, mate? And Robert, good man. Yes, absolutely right.
I still remember when Harry Patch passed away.
Yeah.
The last Tommy.
That's right. Well,
His-
ultimately, there's only, 21 years between the armistice, or 20 years between the armistice and the start of the Second World War. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I went to that, John Nichols, the author.
Yeah.
He's doing that book about the Unknown Warrior, isn't he?
Oh, right, yes.
I went to watch him do a talk about it just before Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Remembrance Weekend, the week, a couple of days before Telford. And one of the things he was saying was they were still finding remains of soldiers on the surface 10 years later as they were walking around the fields. They'd just find them with still know all their equipment and everything.
Yeah.
Remains.
Good.
Because they were just that scattered around.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. There's a lot of people saying hello to each other.
That's nice. That's good to see.
Yeah. We'll skip him because otherwise we'll be here all night.
I know. Yeah. So, excellent. Good. That's what I like to hear. Beer, kit, me, love it. That's good to hear. Julian covering all the bases in one go. Very good. And eventually remembering me. That's nice. Thank you so much. From Lyon. What's that?
I thought that said the dog has been eaten.
No, they're considerably better cuisine than that in Lyon.
Yeah.
Braintree, Massachusetts. Oh, hi. Good to see you, Ian. Thanks for joining in. There we go, Simon. Yay. How you doing, mate? Totally right. Absolutely right. It becomes like a figurehead to sort of commemorate all of the air crews and ground crews and stuff like that. It gives you a moment to really sort of concentrate your mind on what these quite often very, very young people did that people of that age these days really, really should never ever have to do. Drink of the evening, Joe, continuing the slight edge towards some sort of sobriety in my life, is a 0.5% Czech lager from Litterveld Brewery, brewed specially with Zatek hops, apparently. M&S anyway. As my dear wife was down there earlier, and she got me one, and it's actually very palatable, I have to say. Very palatable.
She brought you back 0.5% when you asked for 5.4.
Yeah. She moved the decimal point one way.
Yeah.
Which is not very good, but there we go. Hey, Dutch Dave. How you doing, Macy boy? Good to see you. There we go. Absolutely. Yes, Nigel. Thank you. Good evening. Hope you are very well as well. Thank you, Dave. Hey, Nick. How you doing? Bet you're looking forward to this one, mate. Because we haven't any idea. Any idea at all. Yeah, Paddy did. I guess so, but I guess he's going to be remembered most for flying Hurricanes during the Battle of Britain and during the Battle of France as well, flying sort of escort missions for Blenheims and battles. You imagine how awful that must have been, facing the youth of the Luftwaffe and suddenly with these fairly old machines and fairly antiquated machines and sort of Hurricanes think, well, yeah, it's a bit quicker, but do you know what? It ain't quite a match for some of these things. But brilliant piloting. But they had him on TV this morning, recording of him, and he was saying, like, he remembers like some the first alarms going off in the Battle of Britain, knowing that quite a few of these young people, and they'd never been in battle before, and they weren't coming back either.
Yeah,
the lack of experience was astonishing.
Yeah.
Andy, I don't know if there are any surviving German pilots from the Battle of Britain. I don't know.
I'm sure that's something Julian could research.
Yep. Horlem Woodhouse 3.4 session payload. See, 3.4 is perfectly acceptable. Don't go absolutely crazy into the 6s and 7s. A nice session payload, because you're going to have like 8 or 9 of those. 3.4 is about right. Drink sensibly. Drink sensibly. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there was a film recently, wasn't there, about an Irish Spitfire pilot?
Yeah.
I seem to remember. In anticipation, Paul, do you think? that, of course, could have been the alternative name for my wonderful mascot. Could have been Scalemates.
Yeah.
Although Stilton Geronimo is rather good. I'm very happy with that. Evening, Marcus. How are you? Oh, 2 whiskey bottle quiz. Oh my good God. Yes, indeed, Andy. They did. £10,500 over the weekend. And some insane bidding on some of the auction lots as well. I mean, really, really generous bidding as well. Very competitive, lots of sniping, lots of fun, lots of banter. But who cares? Because Model C Heroes wins every time. Model C Heroes wins. Yes, we can. Happy birthday for 104 years old. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Nugget, thanks very much. We try and have a relaxing time, just in case. From Hobart, dude. How are you doing, Keith? I hope you noticed. You did notice. I have my Tassie calendar up on the wall to inspire me when I'm up there.
I've got a steam train calendar.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, quite so. Quite so.
It's a sad thought, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, but you know, 60s and 70s, we forget how close it was to the end of the Second World War. You
Yeah.
know, the whole punk scene in Britain erupted 31 years after the end of the war. Just 31 years.
Yeah.
You know?
My granddad was only 20 in 1960.
Yeah, exactly. So I grew up then as well, Andy. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying you're old or anything, because I grew up in the 60s and 70s myself. Oh, Ramesh, a couple of questions. Okay, we'll try. Okay. So TARDIS. Yeah, that's the benefit of a very wide angle lens on the camera on the phone. It does sort of accentuate things, but it is still nice and nice size, nice comfy size. There we go. That's why Simon's obviously injured his back in an accident on the road the other day.
Oh, good.
How come the wheels on airplanes don't move, but the rubber tracks on tanks do? Do you mean on models?
I would assume so.
Because, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's just no demand for it. I think if people are moving model planes about, they generally are imagining them flying, in which case the wheels don't really matter so much. The rubber tracks on tanks move because that's how they move.
Yeah,
I guess that's it. I suppose no one's bothered. Well, you see, depends on the kit as well, because some kits the wheels are actually just clipped in, especially if you've got like a two-sided thing, like on a Lancaster, that you've got the wheel here, and you've got clips either side, and those will turn. If they're not flat spotted to simulate them being under pressure of the weight of the aircraft, they'll turn then. So, and you can get rubber wheels. Yeah, 150 Monday Masters. I forgot to mention that the other day. Yeah. Oh, from Canada. Hey, Scott, how are you, my friend? The Airfix was a passenger aircraft, commercial airliners. They only do them currently as the vintage classic releases, so things like Tridents and things like that. They don't have. I think Concorde was the last one to be in the main range. I don't know if they're ever going to do it. I suspect Revell are the people to go to, certainly for Airbuses and things like that.
Speaking of aircraft, before we came on live here, me and Morgan watching flight radar, and we spotted an A400 coming up the Welsh border.
Oh, right.
We timed it so that because it was flying into John Lennon, and we timed it so that we went outside and we caught it just as it was turning, banking above our house at about 3,000 feet.
Excellent. Oh, well
the
done.
noise was brilliant.
Good stuff.
It looks like he was doing training flights because it was coming in, landing, then going round, and then just flying low level and things over the airport.
Yeah, probably would be. That's it. Shamrock Spitfire. Paddy Finucane. You're right. Absolutely. Thank you, Michael. The Shamrock Spitfire. That's it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it was shot down 4 times and survived that. That's pretty cool as well, isn't it?
I remember watching a documentary about the Britain pilots, and there's this one guy, and he had massive square shoulders, and he said he only just fitted into a Spitfire because he was like 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
and because he was so tall, he had to have the seat in the combat position all the time, so it had to be lowered down all the time for him. And there's one time where he got shot down, and he had to come in and do a crash landing. He said, and it was the fact that he was so tall and had the seat down that saved his life, because otherwise his head would have been higher up.
Right.
And a branch would have took his head off because it went straight through the canopy.
Oof. Oof. That's not good.
No.
That's not good. Yeah, the Trident and Sky event, they have done in the past. Yeah. but they're not in the main range. There's a Fleet Air Arm pilot seconded to the RAF who filmed about them. There were several actually. I'd see if I remember correctly, at the end of the movie, The Battle of Britain, they give a list of like all the nationalities, and I'm sure it mentioned there was how many Fleet Air Arm pilots. Yeah. Because remember, the Fleet Air Arm at the time were also responsible for convoy protection and things like that, as well as coastal command. So there was some, you know, they actually sort of fly missions in Blackbird skewers and rubbish like that.
2 seconds.
Crazy Loacher, oh my goodness, thank you so much, my friend. That's really, really. You have been so insanely generous to Models for Heroes over the weekend. Let me tell you, I'm surprised you got any cash left. But thank you so much anyway, mate. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, Portugal, lovely. Yeah, I don't think so. Absolutely. Falklands were 82, and that was 43 years ago, and it was less than 40 years, 37 years.
Strange, isn't it?
World War II. Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
So, all of you who have just been given memberships, by the way, you will be getting special videos every Saturday where I'll be talking much more in depth about the channel and what the ideas are for it and things like that. So look out for that. You'll get a notification through YouTube, I'm sure, anyway. But look out for that. It's like half an hour, 45 minutes. Sometimes I'll just go off on a rambling rant about something, but generally speaking, it's something vaguely to do with model making or the way the channel's working, things like that. Oh, my Miles M52 is on its way. Woo. Miles M52, everyone, if you don't know it, was the plane that we designed. The plane that was designed in the 40s to fly supersonically, would have been flown by Eric Winkelberry, cancelled by our government with the usual foresight. And of course, that left Chuck Yeager to break the sound barrier in the Bell X-1. Bell X-1, which was carried to altitude by a B-29 bomber and rocket powers, the Miles M52 would have taken off under its own steam and had an early version of an afterburner with its jet engine. And some years after it was cancelled, they built a scale model of it, put a scale power engine into it, dropped it from a Mosquito. It was last seen doing Mach 1.6 out over the Irish Channel. So the design worked. Anyway, a company called Aerocraft is now making them 3D printed resin kits. They're doing them in 1/32nd, 1/48th, 1/72nd. I've got the 1/48th one, and I got notified today it's on its way. I'm so excited. So I'll show you that probably next week on Monday Matters. Or if I get it built by the weekend, I'll show it to all my members on Saturday, because I'm very excited by that. Yeah, howdy everyone from Crazy Loacher. How are you doing, dude? You take it easy out there on the roads, okay? They're too valuable to us. Oh, dearie me. 9 ships. Goodness me. That is incredible. I was to get out of one ship is lucky.
Morgan's just showing me flight radar. There's 6 lynxes all circling Exeter at the minute.
Oh.
Lynx. Yeah, 6 lynx.
Wow.
Yeah, weird.
Exeter.
And there's also the surveillance RF surveillance aircraft.
Yes.
That was doing a search pattern over by Felixstowe, off the coast.
Okay.
Sneaky peekies.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Should we dig out the multicam just in case, mate?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, there we go. Hagrid. Paddy was shot down in a hurricane, crashed in a Blenheim, shot down in a Havoc, and finally shot down in the Spitfire over the Med. My goodness. Absolutely amazing.
Was his name Albert by any chance?
Yeah. Gosh. That's terrible. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Delicious.
I like trains.
Yeah, I like trains. I just can't. I can't afford Hornby prices for a start. But it's just not something it's this part of the hobby for me is just too engrossing. I would love to get into trains and like make a layout and stuff like that, but I just have no time at all. Brigham has done that in the past.
See, I can't afford Hornby prices, so I just buy the cheap DAPOL kits and make them. Amongst a couple of other train kits that may or may not be coming up on the channel soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
F-150. I think his new truck is bigger than an F-150.
Wow.
It's quite a beast. I think he's got. No kit of Miss Vidor, Belenka long distance special. Okay. Well, it surprises me no company's done a resin kit of that, for example, a low run resin kit, because there are companies that do some really, really niche specialist aircraft from the 30s. So, wow. I'll just keep an eye out on scaleways in case someone does one day. My goodness, 40 years ago. Yeah.
Cure blimey.
Oh, blimey, governor. It was a different time then.
Yeah.
There you go, Saturday rants. I call them supporter special normally, but Saturday rant is the working subtitle for what goes on. Absolutely. Oh, there we go. Equal measure of centuries. My goodness.
Do you know what? He doesn't look that old, does he?
No.
In real life.
Absolutely not.
Lucky sod.
Well, I don't think I look my 73 years at all.
Yeah.
Simon, there we go. 56 fleet airline pilots took part, 9 of which were killed in action. There we are. There we go. Ethics advert for the Jaguars. Go out and sing the advert for the Jaguar. I don't know why they're advertising it. I'd be surprised if they can actually meet all of their pre-orders. I don't quote me on it, I think it's the most pre-ordered kit they've ever had.
Wow.
Certainly in the top 3 of the most pre-ordered kits of all time.
See, I think the only one I'd pre-order would be the Mark 1 Spit and the Stolly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want a Mark 1 Spit to put on my shelf.
Mm-hmm.
To go with my Hurricane and Messerschmitt.
Yeah. Okay. That's going above and beyond, isn't it? You can just imagine it. You know, one of these fleet airline pilots. Yes, get the ground crew Waller over here, will you? Now listen here. What I want you to do is paint Nelson's message in flag code on the side of my plane. Off you go. Can you imagine how popular he'd be with the ground crew? Yeah. Where am I going to get the colour paint? Not my problem. Look, that's a problem for you to solve. Off you go. I'm off to the mess.
Yeah. I did see, looking on Flight Radar, the Belgian F-18s were out as well.
Oh my good God. There we go. There was. I didn't know the number. I just had a I just had a memory of seeing the Fleet Air Arm pilots mentioned at the end of the film. A lot of them were doing it because they hadn't yet been sent, assigned to carrier duties or whatever duties they were going to do. They were just sort of sitting around waiting. And then all this kicks off, and it's like, right, well, we've got some Hurricanes and some skewers and one or two other assorted things. Up you go, and up boys an atom. It was quite insane.
I haven't seen a Puma around for years.
I haven't seen a Puma for a while. We get Walkers up here. We get the Chinooks up here quite a lot.
Yeah.
Every now and again, we get a couple of Apaches will go. A flight of Apaches will go through for some reason. I don't know why. What they're up to.
We tend to get Hawks and that a lot up here because of Valley.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, that's not very lucky. Oh, the Revell Big Boy is a good train kit. There you go.
May or may not be making an appearance at some point.
May or may not. Can neither confirm nor deny that rumour.
Mm-hmm. All I will say is I have one in my stash. So one Israeli pilot was in there 7 years before Israel existed. Yes, I wonder if he may have subsequently served with the Israeli Air Force after its birth. And by the time the film came around, they sort of traced all these different pilots. Where are they? And he said, actually, I'm an Israeli pilot now. Who knows?
He's self-identified as an Israeli pilot, I guess, is the way you would say it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Philip's literally 5 miles from me down the road.
Oh, okay.
I go to Flint to do my shopping.
Okay. Oh, up at 4, Joe. Thanks for popping in, mate. Always good to see you. Always good to see you.
Ooh, check. Because we are just past the half-hour mark.
We are.
So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on with the clues, I think.
Are we ready for this? Yeah. Come on. Do some warm-ups, everyone. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Get that mouse finger. Get that ready. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Do you know what I just realised as well? I just looked at this. And it says March 25th, 3rd Tuesday. Dude, that's the 4th Tuesday. But anyway, irrelevant. It's here. It is here. It arrived a few days ago, so it's here. So, box clue. The box clue for the next mystery kit tonight is: who remembers High Plains Drifter? Who remembers High Plains Drifter? Remember, what we need from you is what the kit is, who made it, and what scale it is. And if you can put guess in front of your comment, that would be brilliant, because that will help Mikey an awful lot. And we will do our very, very best to keep up with it. There's 133 of you out there. So let's get going. Who remembers High Plains Drifter? Kev says it's a box of milk tray. It's kind of the right colour. I don't know if you even get those anymore. But yes, I remember them. Thank you for that.
Clint Eastwood was...
it was indeed.
He was a swimming pool lifeguard, wasn't he, during the Korean War?
Yeah.
He stayed stateside. No guesses yet?
No?
Oh, here we go. One off Julian.
Oh. Rug seller in a Stetson 1/8 scale. Thank you for that, Julian. Can always rely on our friend Julian to take it really seriously, can't we? Did you get that scale, mates, or off Google, mate? Who remembers High Plains Drifter? See, I don't remember much about it. I think I saw it, God knows how many years ago. And I can remember Clint Eastwood was in there. And I've got a very vague memory of roughly where it was filmed. But other than that, I've got no idea. And who knows? Who knows?
I seem to remember if you type Google in backwards into a search engine, it comes. So if you type in Elgoog, it makes all the writing backwards on the searches.
Oh, wow.
Used to. I don't know if it still does.
I wonder how much the person who did that got paid.
Yeah.
At Google. Phil comes in with the FX1 32nd scale Cowboys. Okay, yeah, I see that. Good connection.
Yeah.
Out of your fevered brain. Julian, thank you for that. Far too low brow for scale mates. Never mind. Okay, Cowboys, Wild West Revel 172nd scale from Darren. I can feel a cowboy thing coming over here. The Omega Ocean Class Steam Drifter kit, 144th scale. John, Space Shuttle. Well, one day it's going to be. We've already had a Space Shuttle, haven't we?
Yeah.
A few episodes ago, we had a Space Shuttle. Okay, between mid-sea on Acorn Seafood Deception, World War II. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, Joe watches most of my live streams now as well, which is pretty
Excellent. Cool. Well worth watching, people. Do check out Bearded Veteran Creates. Plenty of live stream action there.
As John Marley says.
On as well.
As John Marley says, lube and subscribe.
Lube and subscribe.
Do you know, I made a sticker of that from the merch store today. I've done one where it's basically like a sticker sort of thing with the logo and stuff on as well. I've done one where it just says lube and subscribe across the t-shirt. No explanation or indication of why.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you know, you know.
Yes.
Bristol Brabazon 132nd scale from Airfix. Yeah, well, that's like an undercarriage from that.
Yeah.
132nd, that would be big. AMT Drifter 125th scale kit T170. AMT. Hele Talbot Largo in 124th scale. I see, it's the drifter, drifting, that car thing where they drift around corners for.
Yeah, they slide the back end out.
Yeah, for reasons.
Yeah, just because tires are just too cheap.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, did he really? Goodness me. I know he did direct a lot of things that he was in, but I didn't know as far back as High Plains Drifter he did. That's cool. Good knowledge. Curtis P40 176 scale Revel. Redmond Toys 1/6 scale Clint Eastwood. Okay, so someone actually makes a Clint Eastwood. How about that?
It could be a bust.
It was possibly a ghost story. Was it really?
Could be a bust.
It could be. Model Curtis Jenny in 148. AMT Monza 125th scale. Jim. Eskia F8 Crusader in 172nd. Last of the Gunfighters. See what you did there. See what you did. Man with No Name 1/6 from Andrea Miniatures. Bristol Buffalo, 172nd scale from Baz. Mark, High Plains de Haven Sea Vixen in 172nd scale. High Plains only. 1927 4T sedan pickup the shifting drifter from Aurora in 1/32 scale. Shifting drifter. And David Nyomiga Ocean class steam drifter, 1917. Okay.
I wouldn't mind doing a World War One ship. That'd be quite cool.
Uh-huh.
Like a dreadnought or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. We'll have no. Here we go. Paul starts it up. Here we go. Eyes down for the full house.
Weird beer.
FX 176 scale Fort Apache kit. Yeah.
When you're drinking it, it has no immediate taste to it. It's only after it's passed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird.
Oh, the Lager Talbot 1949 from Smear, 1/24 scale. A bit too small for a 1/24 car, to be fair.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Lager is Italian. Oh, there you go. That's why people are pulling that up. So do you reckon people have been looking up the movie and picking out things and then cutting and pasting?
Probably.
That's cool. Aurora 1/8 Outlaw of the Plains White Stallion.
Ooh.
Indeed. Ooh.
Julian's got a stallion.
And it's in 1/8.
Yeah. Did you hear about his little mishap at the weekend?
No.
He went to do his exercise around his house and fell out of his wheelchair.
Oh, dude, is he okay?
But his
Well,
fall
he's here,
fall
so-
button. Yeah. His fall button didn't work for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah.
God. Okay, yeah. Metal Time Breeze Drifter Seaplane. Okay, interesting idea. Interesting idea. Jolly, cheers. Cheers to you too.
Yucky da.
Yucky da indeed. High Plains 1/72 scale Gloucester E28 Pioneer. Whistle E2839. Be precise.
Got 4 minutes left on this one. Any more clues? Or any more guesses, rather? We've got plenty more clues.
So Jinvik target plane, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh. The Microsmere 1/72 scale Canon K7. I think that's an absolutely enormous aeroplane from memory. Even in 1/72, I have a feeling it's just vast, and it costs like about 300 quid or something. So I don't think it's this. I think that's what the K7 was anyway. Could be wrong. Okay, don't wrong. Junkers Ju-49 experimental high altitude plane from Unicraft in 1/72 scale. Going cryptic. Western Whirlwind, 1/32. Special hobby again. Way too small for that. That would be nice, but it's way too small. Breeze Drifter Cessna Seaplane Mechanical DIY. From John. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I guess once you know you're actually good, then the next thing is you get annoyed with yourself. Ah, well, there you go. If cricket teaches us anything, is that patience is its own reward.
Yeah.
If you can watch 5 days of a match and be pleased that it's a draw at the end of it, then you're in the mind frame that you know, patience is everything.
I struggle to watch 5 minutes of cricket.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're a heathen from Wales.
We don't do sports anymore.
Now you've got a cricket. Glamorgan always has been a very fine cricket side.
Well, we've got 2 minutes left, but there doesn't seem to be any more guesses coming in. So should we crack on?
I think we should crack on then.
Cool.
So, the first clue of the night.
Ready? Boop.
I used to be a German tug. This is not me sort of coming out with an admission in some sort of strange intervention. Says, my name's Gary and I used to be a German tug. And before any of you start, and you know who you are, let's keep it clean, all right? So, who remembers High Plains Drifter and I used to be a German tug? See what I mean about these clues? I was like, who?
I think he was back in his dungeon when he was coming up with these.
Well, I do wonder.
I
do wonder.
Wearing his fishnets and fireman's boots again.
Practicing for Telford, you see.
Yeah.
Ocean class steam drifter in 144th scale. So patience is actually how virtuous do I look to you? Yes, it's patience is a virtue as well as a light opera.
Waiting for more guesses.
Yeah, come on, guys. You're that deeply embedded in Google and Scalemates. Used to be a German tug. And
you know what it is, don't you? They're typing that into Google.
Yeah. And then deleting their browsing history fairly quickly, I suspect.
Yeah. And now getting it rollicking off their wives. Because they didn't realise the kids were sat next to him on the sofa.
Yeah. Used to be a German tug. This is very difficult. Watch cricket, and I'm still waiting for something out, or someone to hit someone with a bat. Paul, really? I mean, it's a game played by gentlemen. You don't hit people with a bat. Goodness me.
It's like Formula One, isn't it? You watch
90 miles an hour. That's what you do.
Yeah. It's like Formula One, you only watch it for the crashes.
Nah. Well, yes, I used to have more patience in modelling when I was younger too, because I didn't really care how things were going. So, just whatever. But now I kind of have to care, and it is a lot more frustrating. A lot more frustrating. Trying to find some sort of Gorillas kit before this clue came up. They have a song called Clint Eastwood. They do indeed, Jacob. They do indeed. Good band. Steam Drifter Mount Fleet models. Nick is staying very, very quiet, you'll notice.
Well, yeah. He's fixing the electrodes to his prisoner, isn't he?
No, true. Rodin's Heinkel 111Z, the Svilich, in 144th. That would be nice. That would be nice. Browsing his damn dice settings, exactly. Yes, quite so. Quite so. Rugby is played by gentlemen, supposedly. Absolutely.
Yes, the hooligan game for hooligans played by gentlemen.
Totally. Yes, the Heinkel 111 said German tug, glider tug from Italy in 172nd. Small for a twin fuselage 111. Yeah. Combrick 1700 sea-going tug.
That could work.
Okay, it's scale model of a Triumph Bonneville as he rode one in Coogan's Bluff. Okay, that'd be nice. Fluffy Princess Perfect Companion for one of our bananas retro SF. That is the retro. Fluffy Princess Perfect Companion. That sounds very, very niche.
I can imagine Nick coming out with something like that as well.
That's like the whole girls und Panzer thing I've seen from Japan. I've really no idea what that's all about. Rugby league is played by gentlemen, okay, as opposed to union. Yeah.
And Welsh, it's Union.
Revel Harbour tugboat in 108th scale. They had a Danao sailing ship in 150th. Edward 144th. Junkers 52 from the Pedro. Okay. Airfix 177 U2B or D. The wings on that would be like even on 172nd. I think. S Singer airfield target in 172nd scale. Okay. A DFS 230 glider in 172nd scale from RS models. The Hele Donnell sailing ship again, 150th scale from David. Yeah, really. It just seems an odd concept to me. Japanese schoolgirls and tanks. I think it comes from an animation series or something like that. I think they compete in various leagues. I don't quite know how they win, whether they actually fire paint at each other, actually blow each other up. I'm not entirely sure.
Sounds like some dodgy squaddy porn.
It is. Well, I see it on. Yeah, I'm using excuses. I see it on Scalemates whenever I'm looking up the stuff for the Monday Matters thing, and you scroll down and suddenly you go, "Oh yeah, that's interesting." So, okay, a league run with 5 Japanese schoolgirls in pink. Okay, right, whatever. Scroll on rapidly. That's very strange. But I think it's an animated series or something it came from.
It's like when you look up scale figures on AliExpress, isn't it?
Oh, right. Some very strange things come up, do they?
Most of them don't have any clothes on. And they're doing very strange things to each other.
Oh, dear. Paul Corrigan, Wales aren't very good at union either, Mikey. Ooh.
No, I know.
Oh, dear.
They failed.
They're not having a good time, actually, are they? Not having a good time at the moment.
They got a very young and inexperienced team.
Building for the future.
Yeah.
Essinger airfield tug for aircraft up to 10 tons, DF Hilo stuff, 1/72nd scale. Planet Models, Unimog U406 in 1/72nd scale. The Comet, 1/48th from Gas Patch. That's a much bigger boss than this, and I know that because I've built one, and it's a gorgeous kit to make. Really, really good kit to make. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Germany medium bomber Junkers 388 L1 in foreign service from Cora Models in 1/72nd scale. Keep us thinking on size, smack you over the head with your toy cricket bat. Oh dear. Oh dear.
See? Hooligans. Heathen down there in South Wales.
Absolutely terrible. Mark 1 models, Aero Albatross and the Lietov target type in 144th. Anime, yeah. So, I mean, to be fair, looking at when you go through and you see these pictures, you see like these anime female characters, but then the tank looks really, really, really carefully drawn and carefully presented. So, yeah, very strange though. Still think it's strange. I like that guest there in my head hurts. No, not alone. Not alone. 144th Revel Fairplay 1310 tugboat. Piper Pawnee from KP in 1/72nd.
No, that's a euphemism for shouldn't have bothered turning up. Should have stayed at the training ground.
Okay, how's the boss doing today? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Maria. Thank you all for your concern, by the way, over the last few days. All it was Maria's had a lot of neck problems recently, and she's getting some steroid injections up in town. So because she needed sedation to have the injection done, I had to be her escort to bring her home. And it just went on for a lot longer than we thought it would. That's sort of nothing. She's absolutely fine. Just been up there luxuriating in a bath and probably watching something awful on the TV. But she's doing very, very well, Rob. Thanks very much for asking me. And thank you all for your concern over the weekend. Everything's cool.
Funnily enough, beginning of this week, I had an appointment and about her neck and her back and things, and they found that she's got 2 slip discs, one in her neck and one in the bottom of her back.
Ooh, ouch!
Yeah. So that's why she keeps having falls and things.
Ouchie, that's not great.
So she's got to go for an MRI, and then she's probably going to have spinal surgery.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment, Julian. I think and quite well kept point.
I think the real problem is they're all from South Wales.
Yeah, right. A gas patch shoe schlepper kit, 148. The thing that used to tow the comets around because they landed on the skids, and the shoe schlepper was designed to pick them up and cut them about. Fine molds make girl and panzer versions of their standard 135th armour kits. Oh, well, there you go. Look, Paul, that's fine. She's fine, mate. It really is just a thing that's been going on for a while, and she finally got around to getting to see someone about it. So I will do, though. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate it. Waterfront 4 towboat, Tuna Steiner tugboat, Tuna Steiner Lindbergh, 144th scale. Oh, there you go. As I said, it's all right. Indeed, yes. Yeah, model widows who allow us to indulge ourselves. All very good of them. Very good of them. SS Sachem, German ghost ship. Ooh.
Sounds fun.
A Convict 1/700th Russian tugboat, ex-German Roland. Hele 1/200 scale Smith Rotterdam. Ooh.
She's okay, bud. She's upstairs in bed.
Oh, Taberlager Grand Prix 1/24th, Richard. And it's Solari 1/35th Steyr RSO tank. My son Max Box is gag about air gag.
Airgog.
Airgog, okay.
Gog is nickname for someone from North Wales.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Airgog. The mascot is absolutely fine. Stilton Geronimo is up there by my TV and garden until I can find him a full-time home. Absolutely brilliant thing. I love it to pieces. So many people have mentioned it. I've seen it on Facebook. Even the builder came the other day to check something in here. Said, "What's that then?" I told him. He could not believe it. It's been talked about ever since. Can't believe you got that mouse. That's amazing. But you're right. It is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Gog is short for Gogledd, which is North in Welsh.
Oh, okay.
So if you look on North Wales police cars, they have Heddley Gogledd Cymru, which is North Wales police.
Okay. Okay, Man Ellie 10-220 Bundeswehr military aircraft tug and tow bar in 1/48 scale.
That'd be a really small tow bar.
Yeah. Bronco 1/72 DFS 230B light assault glider.
1 minute left on this one.
And Tamiya 1/48 Ket card and the infantry cart model kit. Stilton John, what a cheesy name. It's just a great name. It's just absolutely great name. A, because it's a mouse, and B, because he comes with a full parachute set. Gavin, hello indeed. Thank you so much, my friend. Very, very welcome along. The Road 144 scale Banker 111 Z. Silly. And I remember the Gogs animated series in the film Gogwana. Rob, no, I don't remember that, mate. I really don't. Is it Danger Mouse? Perfectly safe mouse because he's got a parachute, dear boy. Very, very happy mouse. No, sorry, Italeri. 111 said Silly guide the tug. 1/72 scale.
Oh, sorry. Do you want a kit number as well? There we go. They're getting very specific
Number
now.
119. Very good. Very good.
That was my company number, 119.
Oh, right.
119 Recovery Company, Remy.
Yeah.
We're up to the top of the hour now, so let's go for the next one.
Okay. Let's play Blind Man's Buff.
Told you he's in his dungeon.
Yeah. That German tugs and High Plains Drifter. What is going on? So, who remembers High Plains Drifter? I used to be a German tug, and now let's play Blind Man's Buff.
It's just sounding worse and worse, isn't it?
It's just. He's done it on purpose.
Welcome to Only Gaz.
Yeah. Used to be a German tug, and now I'm blindfolded. It's crazy, man. I can't hear rattling of plastic, but there is something in there. But I don't know. Andy, it is. Well, the email says buff. I thought it was bluff originally, but the email that he sent actually said buff. Now, whether that's deliberate or a spelling mistake, I'll tell you, Nick would have to comment on that.
Mm.
This is very, very difficult. A blind man in the buff in Nick's dungeon, 144th. It's on scale, mates. Only if you've just put it there, Paul.
Oh, we so should. You could 3D print one.
Yeah. 3D print. Ocean class steam drifter 1917, the Omega 144th scale.
It was a spelling mistake. It should have been bluff.
Should have been bluff. Let's make blind man's bluff. Okay.
So you never know with Nick. It's always best to check.
Yep, absolutely. So, I'm really, really stumped by this one.
Yeah.
Really stumped.
It's going to be, when you open it, it's going to be something really obvious.
Looking back, it's in retrospect, it's got to be. Because he says it's either really hard or easy peasy. Have fun with this one. Yeah. Or it might be a little cryptic. Yes. A little, eh? I don't know. Yes, I thought that was what it, but yes, it was bluff.
That's not where my mind went.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Scale thinks he's going crazy right now.
Well, yeah, but what would you search for?
Yeah.
You know, blind man's buff or bluff. You know, used to be a German tug and High Plains Drifter.
It's a model of someone with a cowboy fetish in the buff.
Yeah.
It's that naked guy in a Stetson.
But that'd be great. That would be perfect, Nick. If it is, thanks for that, mate.
Because you then got to explain it to your wife.
Yeah. Here we go. Blind Man's Bluff Reno Sea Fury Racer High Plains models, 1/72nd scale. Ah, that's interesting because it could have been a German tug. The Germans used Typhoons and probably Sea Furies as target tugs. I wonder if that might be on the right track. Darren, interesting shout. Very interesting. 1/1 scale, knit your own blindfold. It could well be.
Joe, you can tell when they've all come off scale, mates, can't you?
Yeah, yeah,
It dies for like 2 minutes and then all of a sudden goes crazy again.
yeah. There you go. Andrew as well. Hawker Sea Fury, Blind Man's Buffed Reno Unlimited Racer, High Plains. I hope it is that. That would be cool because I like the Sea Fury racers. They were so mad.
Hmm.
Think Nick's on for the win tonight. Well, I don't know. Could just be in with a little shout here. Could be in with a little shout. Sonic Alfonso 2 to Kleiners Kettenkart with some of the Feldkabel 1/35th scale model kit from Dragon. Okay, Rob. There was a USS sub called Blind Man's Bluff. Was there really?
Ah.
I was thinking the B-52, aka the Buff, the big ugly fat friendly plane.
Yeah.
That makes sense. German fast tug, Hanomag SS-20, 1/35th scale, in custom scale. Might have a winner with Darren. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? I think there's a lot of possibilities there. HPM Sea Fury Reno Unlimited Racer, 1/72nd scale as well. And the Kriegsfisch Kutter, 1/44th from ICM, from Norm Down Under. Yes. Andrew, another version of the same plane, High Plains models, 1/72nd, Blind Man's Bluff, Sea Fury.
Excuse me a second, I just need to take my inhaler.
Yeah, yeah. The Eierschmer 1/350th Schnellboot, as the town in High Plains Drifter was overwritten with Hell, is Hell Boats the film. Okay, interesting. Click on some of these here. High Plains P-51D Mustang Genie Racer Kits. And looking for a technical answer here. Scamates, what does error 666 server crying in the corner mean? Asking for a friend. It means it's either the first Thursday or the third Tuesday of the month. That's what it means. It's a calendar function. Yeah, High Plains Drifter.
Surprised you haven't been sponsored by Scalmate yet.
Yeah, yeah, would be nice.
Can't believe they're stuck at, what, 8 minutes into this one?
Yeah. Well, Nick hasn't said anything, but then obviously he normally doesn't. So there we go. Did we just break Scalemates? It's a routine occurrence, Rob. Happens roughly every 2 weeks or so.
There's some poor computer programmer at Scalemates going, I don't know what to suggest.
Yeah, yeah.
The algorithm doesn't understand.
It was probably just this insane bi-monthly spike. And they just think, but guys, we don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Core models Gotha 145A. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Another High Plains Yak Racer Perestroika checkmate kit in 1/72nd scale. Sponsored by prosecutors. Yeah, it is. It is. It is very, very. It depends how much damage is done when you take down their server through overloading. Well,
Yeah, they might be
denial
attack.
yeah, well, it's denial of service attacks they used to do on servers, where just send so many requests to it can't handle it and crashes.
Hmm.
They'd probably think we're a virus.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Far wrong. Brengan, the Mark IV airship tug in 144th scale. That would be cool. Airship tug. High planes for blind man's buff. 1/72 scale.
Did you see the World War One mobile anti-aircraft units?
No.
They were literally, you know, those the FWD type trucks and sort of things.
Yeah.
It was them, and they just stuck a big anti-aircraft gun on the back of it.
Oh.
Could you know, like machine guns and anti-aircraft guns and things?
Yeah.
Can you imagine standing on the back of that when it's going off on leaf spring suspension?
Yeah. Gentlemen, I think I may have noticed a fatal flaw in this design. Is that what it is, Guido? A hidden Russian asset sabotaging honest model kit sites.
Niet.
Yeah.
Niet.
Yes, indeed, Rob. Yes, indeed, Rob. 105 years old. My goodness. This would be a DDoS, distributed denial of service. There you go. I knew it'd be something that we could be charged with.
You're the channel owner. You could be charged.
Yeah. If it's Bravo Force BV141. I think I might have one of those actually. Oh, listen. So, no, I haven't got a BV141. I've got the Focke 189.
3 minutes to go.
Yes, I may well get a cease and desist from them if things get any worse. Yeah. Probably several times, just to make sure that their counters are working correctly.
How close are they getting, Nick? Are they warm or cold? Well, he's just got to stop, make his way back over to the computer, hasn't
he? Yeah.
Disconnect the power leads from the clamps and things.
Yeah.
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 Either that or he's not heard us over the screams.
That's true. Pretend models Clint von Eastwood with guide dog 1 milk tray size. Okay.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there aren't more models or 1/16 figures of people like that, actors like that.
The problem would be in America would be the image rights that the actors have. It's not something that appears in law over here, but over there you have the right to control the use of your image, your recognizability, as it were.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Last model works 350 scale. Haber Schiff SMS Vulcan from 1917. Yes, so things like the image of Einstein, which is owned by a lot of the copyright of the Einstein archives is owned by the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and they have an agent in New York, and they control the use of the image of Einstein, and there's been some argument over that recently.
Yeah.
Yes, mate. This is one place twice a month you're going to hear of kits you had no idea existed, and half the time they're going to be the answer. Like the Hodad dude with the surfer cartoon dudes from a short while ago.
I got that one. I don't win because I'm on here.
Yeah. French wrote 75mm howitzer mounted vertically on the back of a Renault truck. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It is insane. Some of the stuff they did. I'm sure I got photos of it in a book somewhere.
50p for an key. Shilling meter. Yeah. I know. Absolutely, mate. They're all things that we have very, very rarely heard of.
Oh, by the way, did you see Modder's article in Airfix today?
I saw it on Facebook as I was coming down here. I haven't read it yet. So.
You get mentioned in it.
Oh my God. NPC 176 Helldiver. God alone knows why. It's nothing to do with me. But I will look that up.
As one of her inspirations.
Oh, well, very nice. Yes, High Plains Hawker Sea Furiosa Critical Mass 1999 of 2000 kit. That's okay. 1/72 scale. Couple of near misses, says Nick. US Access IP and licensing will make the IP of Star Wars look like pocket money. Yes, it does, actually. As I say, the Albert Einstein image has made an absolute fortune. But they decided that it should last the same length as copyright. So roughly, depending on what state it's in, roughly 70 years after the death of the famous person is when their image rights disappear.
Yeah.
I think in some places it's 100 years. How big is the parcel? It's this big. So I'm saying, what, 20-ish centimeters by about 12, by about 3 or 4.
I can't tell you that.
See, that would be the giveaway, wouldn't it? Hey, that would be the giveaway.
I think since he said that, I don't know. I think he's probably leading us on. I think probably I've had a winner at some point.
Yes, I think so too.
I think he's just dragging it out.
Clues, I think we probably have.
Because he likes to torture people.
Yes. and also the sort of sense of jeopardy on my channel as well. But that's two separate things, of course.
Yeah.
It's Canada Sabre Mark 4 or 5 aerobatic teams. I can talk a Sea Fury racer. Furious from Reno 2000. Decno 172nd Howard blind flying trainer. Okay, interesting idea. Sigma Sea Fury, another of the High Plains Hawker Sea Furies from Hagrid. Yeah. High Plains 172nd Hawker Sea Fury. Furious from Scott.
They seem to be circling around a certain topic, don't they?
Yeah. Sharp DL90 Nemesis Formula 1 racer kit, 148th. Salesforce paid a fortune to use eyes. Yes, they do. But there was a case, I won't go into it now, but there was a case in New York where his image was used for something, by General Motors or something like that. And the judge said that it was perfectly acceptable to do it because it was like a cartoon version of it.
Yeah.
And B, that the personality right had by that point expired. And so suddenly loads of people started using Einstein images.
Is that why they started using them for energy adverts and things over here?
Probably. I play Sea Furious, Furious again. Planet Mars Unimog Dokar Military Airport Tug. And Sea Fury T20 model kit from PM Model. High Plains Models Hawker Sea Blind Man's Buff, Christopher. And another racer, High Plains Racer A36A, James Hammond Race 2, Cleveland 1949. Okay.
Oh, are we ready for them? Sorry, go on.
Dreadnought Wingfold Civilized Models. Okay, roll.
Are we ready for clue 3?
Yes, I think so.
We're 4 minutes over.
Right, so I competed 1999, 2000, and 2002 when I had a small accident. Okay, Reno Air Racer Dreadnought, tail version, tall tail version, and civilized models.
We were just talking about you, modders.
Yeah. Date night. Oh dear. Surprised you had time to come onto the stream at all. Enjoy the evening. My plane's 177 BF 110 G4. Reno Air Racer Dreadnought short tail version, civilized models. Sea Fury Furious Red and Gold civilized models. Sea Fury Racer. A lot of people saying Sea Fury Racer here. Unimog Doka Bundeswehr military aircraft October 148 scale from CMK.
I think they're all back on scale mates now.
Yeah. Yeah, another one. Sea Fury Racer. Civilized models, late yellow. Furious, late yellow. I played Sea Fury Critical Mass 96 to 97 kit.
Yeah, they're all back on scale mates now.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I'll check out that article later on.
Yeah.
Have a look at that. Any of you who haven't yet done so, check it out. Is it on the FX website?
Yeah, she's also shared it on Dark Side Scale Modeling Facebook page.
There you go.
And I've shared it on mine.
Check it out. Good friend of our channel. Takes part in lots and lots of Mikey's live streams as well. And also is the moderator. Quite often. Hence being an administrator. Hence her nickname, Modmin.
Yeah.
But also very good modeler in her own right.
I've been calling them modders for that long now that sometimes I forget a name.
Yeah. She probably forgets her own name half the time as well, Mikey, being called that all the time.
When we were at Telford last year, I kept calling them modders in the pub.
Oh dear. I played Soccer Sea Fury Racer Furious Reno 2000. I already said that, didn't I, Lol? Hagrid, I think you said pretty much every possible Sea Fury racer that's ever flown.
Yes.
That's all the copy paste I can do. Oh dear. Oh, HPH 172nd limited run Sea Fury X German T20 blind man's buff.
Boom.
Oh, Nick says we have a winner.
There you go. So whilst you're doing that, I will just show the last clue.
There we go. Milliseconds before a nuke detonates.
I think I know who's won it because I remember the first person to say that critical mass because I thought, oh.
Yeah. I think you also mentioned the years as well.
Yeah. I think I know who's won.
Yeah. Oh. Goodness sakes.
He's going to double wrap it.
Oh, yes. Critical Mass Sea Fury Racer.
There we go.
There we go. Injection molded model. High planes models with decals and white metal detail parts. The 1999 to 2000 scheme. Okay, this is a really unusual find. But that's Mystery Box Nick all over for you. It's, so Sea Furies, I love a Sea Fury. I adore Sea Furies. And they used to have these cut down racing versions and they used to go insanely fast. Like 520 miles an hour, I think, is the fastest one.
Yeah. Simon says Gary really needs to get a sharp knife for the first Thursday and third Tuesday live streams.
I just didn't want to do any damage to what's inside, you see.
Hang on, we haven't had Nick confirm it yet, guys. Don't get too carried away.
Oh, the instructions are amazing. That's it. Text and that.
Yeah, it was Hagrid.
Hey, Hagrid! Well done, though, boy. And there it is. There's the plastic in all its blue, flashy. Oh my god, the flash on this is amazing. This is a proper low pressure kit, to tell you what. But hey, it's got white metal undercarriage parts, which actually look really nice. So, oh, and a white metal control column. So that will be a bit of a challenge. I will actually try and make this one because it would be good to sort of have a go at making something that is really
Oh, bless him.
low tech. So, yes, you did, Hagrid. You did win, my friend.
See? You don't have to know, you just have to keep trying.
And there you go. Critical mass. Ex-German civilian target tug Sea Fury TT-20. Flew under the name Blind Man's Bluff. And fitted over new engine, new cowling. Yes, competed in 1999 and 2000 and 2002, where it suffered a small taxiing accident. There we go. Yeah. Excellent.
You're going to have your own squadron of Sea Furies before long.
Well, maybe. I've got the FX one to make. I've got a Dutch one I've made already.
Yeah.
But I do love a Sea Fury. Even if this one has a Pratt & Whitney engine, not the original Centaurus. But I suppose racing in America, it's a lot easier to get spares for an R2800 than it is a Centaurus.
Yeah.
But wow, what a lovely kit. Nick, well done, mate.
Mm.
Absolutely beautiful. That's going to be fun. A lot of fun. Wow. Good stuff. It's a good day. Nice decor sheet as well, actually. Nicely printed. It's sharply printed. Yeah. Excellent stuff. So, well done, Hagrid. So, Hagrid, what you need to do, my friend, is, unless Nick already has your address, which I don't imagine he has, send me an email at stuff@GarySEvans.com, my usual email address. You can find it under every Monday Matters for contacts. It's on my homepage of my YouTube channel as well. But stuff@GarySEvans, so S for Sierra Evans .com. I'll put you in touch with Nick, and Nick will arrange with you and send you your very own mystery box. And he'll have a chat with you to see what sort of things you'd like to make, and he'll come up with something completely left field, but within that area. He's got a stash larger than Hannon's in his house, I promise you. So, well done, Hagrid. Really, really pleased you got that, mate. So, 13 to chat, 11 to Nick. Thank you, Julian, for that. Still 2 points ahead. Do you know, this is getting right on the edge of easy peasy or really, really difficult. So, yeah, look forward to the next one, eh? That is going to be fun. That is going to be fun. Oh, dear. Last Reno air race was last year, moving it somewhere else. Really? I thought the whole point of the Reno air race was that it was like blasting around in the middle of the desert and not upsetting anyone.
Oh, God love him.
Oh, dude, dude, you were well done, you. Absolutely, just well done, you. Don't
Bless you,
worry
Dean.
about it.
He's not had much luck lately, bless him.
I know, and Neil will build it. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, you deserve it, mate. You got the answer right, so well done, you.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. You have to share it on a live stream or on Facebook or whatever. Let us see how you get on with it.
Put it in
Whatever
the
it
Discord.
is they send you, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll send you. I'm not second guessing, but maybe he'll send something for Nia, so that make sure that it's something that the two of you can do together, pretty really easy, and that she'll enjoy doing with you.
Yeah,
that'd be really good. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, good to see you, Ian. And yeah, look out for the video on Saturday. Yay! Yes, indeed. Thank you, Nick. What a good man. Ooh. Oh, the RSO. Yeah, the prime mover is a German prime mover vehicle with the tracks. Excellent. Yep, excellent, Hagrid. Well done indeed. So, absolute, and Crazy Doja is a total diamond. I mean, between Crazy Doja and Nick, it's just makes the whole thing so much more enjoyable, so much more a happier place to be in, I think.
Yeah.
Two very, very good people.
Yeah. Lucky.
Yeah.
We've still got half an hour to go.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, what do we think Nick's doing in his dungeon this week?
Answers on a postcard, because if you put them into the chat, I will be demonetized. That'd be quite a funny idea to do. What?
As a little competition.
A competition.
All email you their idea of what Nick's doing in his dungeon, and best one wins or something.
Instead of where's Wally, where's Nick, and what's he up to?
I think that'd be so funny to do.
Yes. I think half the entries will come from Nick, though. That's the only problem. Andy, is it worth joining IPMS mainly for the free telemetry? If you're going for both days, absolutely, definitely. It is completely worth it. In fact, when the IPMS, I think it was last year or the year before, they did a survey, membership survey. One of the questions was, why did you join the IPMS? I think to get free entry to Telford came up really, really high on the list, because it's what, 20 quid or so a day, and it's 28, 30 quid to buy a membership. So it's just a no-brainer. If you're going for both days, absolutely, it's worth doing for that.
See, I don't know whether I'm going to do it this year, because I don't know whether to go to Cosford on the Saturday, because it was way too busy for Kay the Saturday.
Yeah.
So we might go to Cosford on the Saturday with Sonic and Tiff.
Yeah, brilliant. Great museum.
Yeah.
Truly great museum. Yep. Congrats to Hagrid, Scott. Absolutely right, my friend. Uh-oh. More in your incoming. I know.
Oh dear.
You'll leave the postcard. Yes, true.
Yeah, I think you're just bragging there, Nick.
Do you know what? It's a bit like heading towards the end of the week, and it's suddenly your own clothes Friday. You know what I mean? The rest of the week, everyone's so relatively well behaved, and then Friday comes, and it's just like it's chaos. And that's what happens as soon as everyone knows what the answer is. Suddenly, it's like, okay, I'm back to Nick's dungeon. And it's just, Oh dear. Hit the like button.
Yeah.
Please do. Imperial thumbs up, remember?
Yeah.
You get in an hour earlier, Andy. Oh. Yes, you do. That's absolutely true. You do get early access to the show as well.
On the Sunday, that didn't really make a difference because by the time everyone had cleared out, the membership cleared out, there wasn't that many people coming in after the membership.
No, that's right. Yes, I think it is an old Hasegawa. Most of Hobby 2000s are old Hasegawa kits on the aircraft. Scott, great to see you here, my friend. So glad you could join in. So have a good night yourself.
Is it Hobby 2000 that does the mouse? I think they did a version of the mouse.
They may have done, I don't know. If only we knew anyone who had access to ScaleMates and could find out for us.
Yeah, because Tank Museum was selling a kit of a mouse, 135 mouse.
Yeah.
And I was so tempted to get it, and I just thought, no, I need to put it off for next week. Next week, when I went to go and get it, they'd sold out.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because it's just so cool.
Excellent.
If you think a Sherman's about that big, the mouse was probably about 3 or 4 times as big.
That's right. Absolutely. Ridiculously. Excellent, Hagrid. I'll look out for that. I'll ping it over to Nick. He'll get in touch with you directly, and you guys can have a chatter, and he'll figure out what will be a really cool kit to send over to you, and it will be on its way very soon. Cool. Just the 2 surplus NASA cameras and rebuilt to film the low light scenes in Barry Lyndon. Well, the thing is, here you see, low light scenes in Barry Lyndon. Okay, so the key points are not so much the camera as the lens, because the lens would have to be a fairly wide aperture lens. However, with very wide apertures as well as very, very narrow depth of field, strictly depth of focus, but depth of field. So your focus has to be absolutely pin sharp on the subject, because as soon as the subject moves slightly, they're going to be out of focus because the aperture is very wide. But also, very wide apertures induce, you have quite a lot of aberration, lens aberrations, spherical aberrations specifically, because you're using the whole width of the lens, and lenses don't perform really well across the whole width. Any lens you buy for photography, it works best halfway through the aperture range, roughly.
Yeah.
Too wide, you get aberrations. Too small a hole, and you get diffraction around it, and it fizzes out. So halfway through the aperture range, it's its peak performance. Unless you have a really, really clever lens called an aspherical lens, where one or more of the elements counteracts the spherical aberration. They're really expensive. When I was working for Nikon in the 80s, a regular standard lens for a camera was about 30 quid, 40 quid. The one aspheric lens we did that was designed to work at maximum aperture was £1,500. Gives you an idea.
Yeah,
the other
nowadays we just use Photoshop to correct it.
Well, you'd have to use one of these sharpening algorithms, like you see, like Topaz AI or other things like that.
Well, on Photoshop, they got and Lightroom, I think they've got aberration removement, haven't they?
Yes, they have. There are many types of aberration as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And of course, in those days, they were shooting straight onto film anyway. Yes, today you would do it in post production, probably. Yeah. And also with digital technology, the sensors can be a lot more light sensitive.
You can just switch the ISO up and down, can't you, and things like that.
Absolutely, you can tweak all sorts of things, and then again do noise cancellation in post production and so on and so forth. Yeah. And also that they're naturally much wider latitude in sensitivity than film was. So the other part of the equation, Rob, in those days would have been the film. the film stock they shot it on.
Yeah.
So and the sensitivity of that. So they would have probably have spoken to Kodak. They would have probably shot it on Kodak in those days, and to use a very high sensitivity color film that would still perform okay when it was processed. So yeah, that's probably what would happen. The cameras aren't so much of the issue; it's the lens and the film itself that would have been.
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick used to do all sorts of stuff. Some of the lenses he used for 2001 were just mad. Some of what he did and the way he adapted lenses to shoot some of the scenes, some of the model scenes in 2001 were incredible. He was a proper technician of film.
Yeah. See, the camera I'd love to get is the Nikon D850, because that can do stuff like you can use the ISO 3200 and stuff, and it's still just as crisp as ISO 100.
Pretty much, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I did shoot some stuff. Was it 2017? We went to America. We went to a baseball game, and I was taking pictures of the game through a zoom lens, a zoom telephoto. So really rubbish light collection. I just pumped it up to 51,200 or something ISO. I've got usable pictures. They're rubbish, but printed small in a book as a series of shots. They look okay. There's stuff you can get away with a lot more than you ever used to be able to with film.
Well, before my mobility started going, I used to photograph gigs, but I just used, my mate had like this expensive, like £1,000 camera that he used to do with, and I was just there, my little Nikon D3200, and I got perfectly good shots, even up to like A4 and A3 sizes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. The next mystery box.
Ooh. That would not surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me either. Take a while to build. Yes, mini art are quite detailed. Actually, some of the sort of the ICM stuff can be very detailed as well. It also depends, Jacob, what sort of thing you want to build, mate, whether it's aircraft, tanks, vehicles, ships.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Make a normal model, but then scratch build a diorama for it, because you can just keep going until you think it's right then.
Very good idea.
Because that's what I did with my hospital diorama, my World War I hospital thing.
And always add more.
Yeah.
Got one already. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, dude. Absolutely. Hagrid, it's always a pleasure to have you along here, man. You know that. Always. Give our love to Nia as well.
Yeah. That sounds so dodgy.
Yeah. Drinking's while watching the stream produces coughing and choking and a wet and sticky keyboard. I'm glad that keyboard was the thing. Yeah.
I'm glad it was the drinking that caused it.
Yeah. That could be something to do with it. Oh, right. Hiker 111 kit or steel wall cod piece. Yes. We do wonder. A T35.
I've got a 1/24th scale, I think. I think it might be a T35. But I've got 1/24th scale one in my cupboard.
Ooh.
That's a big boy.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be an RC one, but it hasn't got a motor with it.
Oh, my God. Steel wool. Okay. You have two mice. Okay. Yes. It's Mauser, I suppose, yes. The old Dragon one was the first Dragon kit I ever got in the 90s. It's not bad. Needs little work. Okay. Please say if I be longer. All right. Talk 2. Yeah, the Talk 2. That was someone's done one recently. It was in Monday Matters. Talk 2 is designed to sort of for the fields of northern France. The super heavy tank, 28-pounder gun, and all that sort of thing. And of course, the Germans rather negated the point of building it because by the time it would have been deployed, France had already fallen. So,
yeah,
good planning there, chaps. Well done. Yep. Okay, Julian, good to see you, mate. Thanks for everything. Take good care.
Could you imagine trying to knock that out, though, if it had got into production?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a Panzer 1 or 2 facing something with a 28-pounder gun.
Yeah.
Oh, Tacon Mouse is much better. Same kit as the Hobby 2000. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's also a lot dearer, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unless someone wants to donate one.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Now have the Lysander. Well done, Matt.
Nice.
Must start mine at some point. Yes, he was a cinematography genius. He was so inventive, revolutionary thinking.
Our mutual friend that's on the live streams on Monday with us, he's doing Lysander camouflage mask.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
He mentioned it on Monday.
Excellent. Right, yes. Napier Sabre engines. They were fun. They were fun things. Who was that? I was talking about them not long ago. I was reading something about them not long ago. Sleeve valve engines. They were nightmares in cold weather. Absolutely nightmares. Secret gig photographers predicting the lighting. I guess so.
What I found as well is because there's one of the gigs that I went to, the last gig I went to, there's me and a couple of photographers in front of the stage doing photography, and he was using narrow aperture, so he was getting really like bloody laser beams coming out. And to me, that it looked cool, but it didn't really show the artists off very well.
Right.
Whereas I used a wider aperture, so the light was a lot smoother around them.
Right.
So it showed them off more.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually got a photography page.
Have you?
Yeah. It's been up for a few years.
Oh, brilliant.
It's got my gig photography and that on there.
Oh, fantastic.
It's called Bearded Veteran Photography.
I will have a look. I'll have a look at that.
Joe's going.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Brandy Chef, time to go. Good night, mate. Good to see you. Thanks so much for dropping by. Really appreciate it. The 5-turreted one. Oh, right. Okay, 5-turreted tank. What? I mean, why? Just why? Good. Glad you enjoyed yourself. See you next time. Whenever that may be. 30th, 31st. Thursday, 1, 2, 3rd of April.
3rd, yeah. 2 days before my birthday as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
Excellent. Very nice. Ambush type scheme for a mouse. I mean, it's not something you can lay in ambush with, is it? Something that's a small apartment block.
Yeah. What did you paint it like a block of flats or something?
Yeah. Yeah. That would probably be the right one.
Grey with windows.
Yeah. Rob, very much so. That new Qatari Hurricane looks stunning from what I've seen of it so far. Absolutely amazing. Hi, Graham. Don't worry about your hair. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Paul. Thanks so much for dropping by.
You can make it up by giving us a thumbs up.
Absolutely. Say hi to Sarah for us as well. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. That would be good. Because he would have flown the early Mark 1.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually tempted to get a Chieftain 10 at some point just to do the Berlin camera.
Uh-huh.
Just how we go with it. Maybe at some point.
Yeah. That's right. The Tirpitz was painted to look like apartment buildings. At one point, yeah. So you look at it from the water, and it just blended in with the buildings on the shoreline.
Yeah.
Rob, it's always good to see you, mate. Always good to see you. Smash the thumbs up. Well done, Graham. Oh dear. Oh, the SAS Jeep in 1/6 scale. Ooh, that's going to be huge. That's going to be detailed.
It's going to be beautiful, though.
That would be an amazing kit to do.
So I was talking to, over the 48 and 48, I was talking to a guy who'd done the 1/16 Kettenkrad.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, I actually want to do that. That looks cool. Looks a lot less fiddly than the 1/35 one.
Yeah. True. When they're actually going to release the Wessex and the Bedford 4-tonner, absolutely no idea, I'm afraid. I can't remember what they estimated on the website when their estimate for when the releases were coming. And as you mentioned before, they can only give a very, very rough estimate because of the shipping issues that are going on and things like that. It's all sorts of delays. They can't plan with any certainty when these things are going to arrive. The only thing that I hear is that the Jaguar is due sort of towards the end of this week or early next week.
I'm going to hold off. I really want a Bedford, but I'm going to hold off until they do a 135 one. Because I do love the Bedfords. It's the first HGV I ever drove.
Oh, okay. Oh, Hagrid's almost completed the tow tractor for the Kinetic Sea Harrier. Very nice.
That was something I was talking. I think who was I talking to about it the other day? I think it was Darren Hall. I think one thing the Airfix needs to do is release the launch vehicle for the Shannon class.
Oh right, yeah.
The track vehicle with the trailer that goes into the water.
Yeah,
because it's like it's got like a big float tank underneath and everything on it.
Right, yeah.
Or ballast tank rather.
Yeah, that would be an interesting thing for them to do.
It'd go really well.
Oh my goodness! An aluminium scratch-built Sherman in 1/6 scale.
That'd be cool.
Oh dear.
I've seen those American ones where they do the radio control ones.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
Crazy. Man. Okay. So the Jeep is 22 inches long, going to be radio controlled. Okay.
22. Bloody hell. That's the same size as my cutting mat. 22 inches. Wow.
That's some kit of a Jeep, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to inflate the tyres. Yeah, Andy agrees with you, mate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what Dieter and Darren it was. Yeah. But they've released a Shannon class, so and it's been quite popular. So I think if they did that, it'd be really popular because everyone that's done a Shannon class would want one.
I don't think so.
Only if the Hornby's through Amazon, and it's a specific link through Amazon.
No, it does.
Airfix one, sorry.
No, the affiliate, the Hornby, the Airfix affiliate link is you click on that, you go to the Airfix website.
Yeah. I was thinking of Amazon.
Now, I don't know if it works on Hornby trains or not, Robert. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. I can ask them. I know they have. So they have their. I know, and I know I've got the American affiliate link to Hornby Hobbies in America as a whole. But I think the one for here is I've got one for Humbrol and one for Ethics, so I don't imagine it works on Hornby trains.
I know with the Amazon one, you have to do for the individual product, don't you?
Yes, you do indeed. Yeah, absolutely.
Not that anyone ever buys them off mine, but hey. Get loads of clicks, just no purchases. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Nigel just got in. Did anyone get? Yes, they did. Hagrid over in Belgium did, and it was this: the Critical Mass Sea Fury Racer in 1/72 scale from High Plains. Apache DRE, a die-cast model, or a kit. Oh, Tacom do the Apache in 1/35th, don't they? The DRE and E.
Yeah.
Die-cast, I don't know. I suspect Corgi do one. I imagine the Hornby Empire has one that you can get.
Isn't there one of the companies bringing one out?
Hmm?
One of the companies announced they were bringing one out, didn't they, the other day?
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Sure they did.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, no. What it could have been is I was watching about what's happening with the Apache fleet.
Oh, okay.
Because they're getting a new upgrade.
Oh.
Basically, it's going to future-proof it for the next 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well
done, Hagrid.
Well done, Hagrid, indeed. Oh, bless.
Everybody.
HK Models has an Apache in die-cast, apparently.
That would be a big old die-cast model. And the rotors would be a bit flimsy, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, you would think so.
Wow. Still got 3 minutes to go.
Yeah. I think they're all in shock about Critical Mass, the Sea Fury Racer.
Yeah.
Amazing thing.
Mm.
That's going to take some building, though. It's a rough old plastic. There we go. Thank you, Rob. Indeed so. Absolutely great fun. Here's some modelling to you too, my friend. Take good care.
That doesn't surprise me because I've got a 1/3 scale M16, and that's huge. That's 30 centimeters long.
Wow.
I've just got to varnish it and put it together. Finish putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you the stand for it. That's the gun rack for it.
Oh my goodness.
And this comes up about, it still comes up about there.
Yeah. Wow. The ultimate kit for you is 1/6 Armortech Rolls-Royce armoured car from World War One in 1/6 scale.
Wow. You could sit on that and ride it round.
Yeah. Pay congestion charge for that, don't you?
Yeah. You do in London. Nowhere else.
Yeah. And Ules.
Yeah.
After building the Tamiya Sherman, I like the idea of putting weights in tank holes. Yeah, that sort of surprised me, actually. The bottom of the hull in the Tamiya Shermans was cast in metal. And it kind of works. It gives it a heft.
Yes.
It's odd to explain it, but it kind of was like, it makes sense to have a tank that's quite heavy.
And it stops it sliding around on the diorama.
Totally.
When you're moving it around.
Yeah, it does. Well, me putting loads of mud gunk underneath the tracks has helped a lot as well.
What I usually do is I get a cocktail stick and stick it through the track into the base,
Mhm.
and then just cut it down and paint over it.
Makes sense. Ooh, a single track link with a Sherman.
That could be something for on your wall, Gary.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be big, wouldn't it? Do a bit of weathering.
Yeah.
Good night, Graham. Good to see you, man. See you on the next one, 3rd of April. And of course, remember we'll be changing to British summertime before then as well.
Yes.
I have to remember that for the cards.
On Mothering Sunday on the 30th.
There we go. Yeah.
You can still get the airsoft ones.
Of course you can, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I so want. I once saw an airsoft S80. I so wanted to buy it. I don't want to play with it. I just want to put it on my wall.
Yeah.
Just happy memories.
Bit far prop and turn it into a fan. That'd be fun. Probably put a small propeller prop up here, some description. I don't know, the Spitfire one fit up here, but yeah, small, like a Cessna or something like that.
You'd just be pinned to the floor all day.
Yeah. It would blow dry everything in here rather well.
Problem is, you're that tall, you stand up and get your hair cut.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I would put out a big word for the desiccator, by the way, the dryer that I bought. Because doing things like the paint on these things, you need to leave it to cure before you can do things. Chuck it in the desiccator, turn it on, give it an hour, and it's absolutely bonded on, and you can do things with it. Saves an awful lot of time. I'm building the diorama over the weekend because I used that air drying clay.
Yeah.
Dallas clay.
Yeah.
Chucked it in there, hour, set, completely set.
See, I've used that and I found it shrank quite a lot.
Yeah, I think it depends on how much you use. I've used it for base of a sea diorama, and it's like a centimetre thick.
Yeah.
And that did shrink a lot.
Yeah.
But the one I used on the weekend, because it was just more sort of a much thinner layer, just sort of bumps and stuff, rather than a chunk, it actually dried perfectly. Yeah. Absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. There you go.
Worked really well.
It wouldn't surprise me if they get banned.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
Because handguns are illegal in the UK anyway.
Yeah. And things like starting pistols and things like that have to have sort of day glow all over them, don't they? Or they have to be made in high visibility.
You can use competition pistols, but they have to have a metal bar that comes down on them, so that you can't hide them under your coat or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remove it, then it becomes illegal.
Yep. There you go. Summer. So yeah, probably September is a good shout for that. You never know, it might be earlier, but I don't think so. Yay, next Thursday. Andy, congratulations, mate.
Hey.
Good for you. Good for you.
Are we talking about the airsoft S80s or something? Possibly. Or a desiccator?
Yeah. It would last over. That's why I don't have a carpet in here, really.
But the problem you got now is things hit it and bounce across the room under all your shelves and everything.
They actually do, but at least it's flat and I can get a torch and shine the torch along the floor. They can see them.
You know what you should do? Get one of those doormats and just put it under your desk.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't bounce and you know it's only going to be within that small area.
Good plan. Good plan.
You can get them from Home Bargains cheap.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, best wishes, Andy, from Nigel. Absolutely. Enjoy your retirement, mate. Drawing filament reels. Oh, be something commercial, I would imagine.
Mm.
The prop of a B-29.
Oof.
Yes. Not entirely sure that would fit in here. Okay, muzzle loading 44. My goodness.
Yeah. There you go. And we're now at 5 past the hour.
Excellent. I think we should get going. Let these wonderful people enjoy their evenings.
Yeah.
Get their sleep. Ready for more model making tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you streaming anything tomorrow?
No, Wednesday's my day off. Thursday at 11 o'clock.
Wednesday's your day of rest. Thursday's the next one, isn't it?
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Is that the 251, the Kranken Panzer thing?
Yeah, the armoured ambulance.
Armoured, the ICM 135th Armoured Ambulance. 11 o'clock, Bearded Veteran creates. Watch that. It's a lovely build, and there's such good fun people. I'll be tuning in as well to say hi. So, yeah, that'd be great. Well, it is time for us all to go, sadly, but that's the inevitability of these things. But do not fret. We will be back live streaming on the 3rd of April. 8 till 10 British summer time this time, remember. I'll remind you of that on the Relevant Monday Matters, of course. Thank you so very, very much to Mikey for looking after and keeping things going. Thanks very much to Nick as well, of course, and to Crazy Locha for the memberships, and for Julian for doing all of our fact checking.
Yeah.
I've had an absolute blast. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Thank you so very, very much for joining in. And I'll see you on the channel very, very soon. Take good care now. And good night.
Night, everyone.
Thank you.